Hello, Namaste, Namaskaram. This is Santosh Namani, and welcome to Stories of Hope Introvert Special. This is the 42nd episode of this particular show, every Saturday, 11 a.m. Yeah, it's been quite a long time we have met, I believe so, because almost it's been a 1 month because of some personal issues. I couldn't come live. But yes, again, we are back with one more guest, a special guest. For me as well, because I will tell him, I will tell what he is about. But yeah, before going into it, why this show is being started and what exactly we mean regarding Stories of Hope Introvert Special is all about. I started being an introvert. I understood that maybe a lot of people will not know or are not aware of a lot of stories. So in that intention, I started. But yes, once I started listening to my mentees, a lot of people out there who are being an introvert, I understood that this is very important, because a lot of introverts have the problem of having self-acceptance because of the people around them, because of the environment and all. There is a problem of people are not able to understand this is also one personality trait which is available in this planet Earth. So introversion is not a disease or anything. It is a character in this world. So I just want to tell that with the stories who are being doing good in their life, who are being into introversion, or maybe are into introversion right now, or been into introversion. So this show, Stories of Hope Introvert Special, is not only for introverts, but yeah, whoever want to have this hope in their life, they can also listen to the stories, because obviously the introversion life will be having some downside where you will get to know what exactly happened. Maybe there will be a lot of alone time for them and all. You will get to know a lot of things about introversion and the personalities as well. So yeah, without any delay, we just want to go ahead into our show. So every time we will be having two rounds. One is about the question and answers. Second is rapid fire. Okay, so yeah, talking about the guest, as I told you, he's a special one for me as well, because I don't know whether being an introvert, both of us will not talk much. But yeah, some or other way we have that connection, or we are interlinked in some or other way. Maybe lives as well, because he's also into software. I was also into software. So maybe we are connected in that passion, or maybe in other ways as well. So he's born in a small village of Bihar, and came from a lower middle class. His schooling and all has been done in Jamshedpur, and he is working as a project manager at MNCs and all since 2008. And in 2012 he started a company as well, but yeah, failed miserably. But from there again, he again went back to the IT sector. From there he's doing good. But yeah, again, he in 2019 he felt something missing in life. So from there again he started introspecting what can be, what exactly he want, and what exactly is missing in his life. He got into self-development industry as well. He worked on his self-transformation and improved his self-image. And right now, like always, IT people know about this rebooting and all. So he is a person who want to reboot your life software. So that's where we call him. The positioning is also like reboot mentor, life mentor. So in that way, he is in. So right now, he's on a mission to transform 10 million lives by empowering them with right mindset and skills to have fulfilled life through his Reboot Jindagi movement. Already he has a movement which is happening. Already he has a group. He goes live. He talks about perspective of life, how you have to say it, a lot of things. You will get to know a lot many things. And yeah, I have given a long intro anyways. But yeah, I will just let him in, so that you will also get to know him about his life, what exactly he has been into. And there are some situations which we will be discussing also, where you will get to know what exactly he went through and all. So without any delay, let us invite our guest of the day. And yes, a person, as I told you, a person whom I connected to. But yeah, we never spoke a lot. Anyways, right now it's a situation where I also get to know about him. So yeah, without any delay, let us invite our guest of the day, Sushant ji. Hello, Sushant ji.
Hello, Santosh.
Yes, sir. How are
Thank
you
you for
doing?
the warm introduction that you gave. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, no. Thank you so much for
Okay.
coming over here and accepting my invitation. It's been 2 weeks. I was chasing you to come over here. But yeah,
Yeah, I
finally we
know.
made it.
And
Finally we made it.
it's an honor to be here. So I have been watching your show. I saw many of your episodes whenever I get time because I, being an introvert, I want to know how other people's life are, what are their challenges, and how they are growing in their life. Because when you know the stories connect with you and give an inspiration on yourself.
Right. So
Yeah,
now it's time to you inspire us as well. So not only the people who are watching live or recorded, I was also the
sure,
person who is curious to know about your story and all. So
sure.
yeah. So first of all,
Okay, so
just to give a first introduction about the show, we will be having two rounds. One is about question and answers. Second is about rapid fire. Okay. So with the first round, what happens
yeah.
is, I mean, the first question is about, already I have given a short introduction about you. Obviously, that's a very short. So I just want to know about your story or introduction, which you want to talk about or you want to tell.
Okay, so few of the parts you have already covered, but I want to share the story how the environment affects you as a person from child to
Right,
pushes you basically to become an introvert. You know,
right,
when the child is born, he does not know that he's introvert or an extrovert. The environment most of the time makes. Yes,
right,
every children comes with their own attributes and characters, and that is there and there, but environment plays the biggest role to make you introvert, extrovert, or whatever character you are going to be as a person.
right,
And that's why I want to share my story, how I became introvert, and then I will tell in the end how I became the speaker that you are seeing right now, and how I
right,
transformed my life. So starting from my childhood, I think it's around 7 years old. I used to go to school. I used to love to go to school, but as you know, not always you would want to go to school. So what happened in, I remember one fine day, didn't wanted to go to school. So I was making excuses. And but everyone started laughing, and my maternal uncle used to push me to go to school. So he started pushing me, go, go, go. And then they all forcefully sat me in the rickshaw that I used to go to school from, and I went in there. But halfway through the road, I wasn't feeling very good. So what I did, I jump out of the rickshaw,
oh,
and after jumping it out, I was hurt a bit, and then I came back running to home that I don't want to go to school. Looking me back in my house, my maternal uncle got very angry, and he started beating me like anything with the bamboo cap. And that day, something happened in myself. Something died. That curiosity and the things, energy that a children has, something went away from me, and I became better quiet from that day. And I this also remember, and I also asked my parents what had happened there, because not everything I can remember. So parents also told me that after that incident, you became a bit quiet. And after this was the start of the introversion, what I could remember. And after this, different stories happened, and my father someday decided that let's put him into a boarding school. And I was put into a boarding school where I didn't wanted to be alone with my alone and away from my father and mother.
mm,
But parents did their act because that they thought that it is beneficial for them, but beneficial for me. And I was put into school. So I went there, and since that point of time when I was put into school, I started becoming quiet because there was no one initially whom I can share my experience or talk to, because new school, new environment. And since of the last incident, I had getting away from people and didn't made any new friends initially. And this was basically starting of deep rooting of introversion into me. And I remember when I was in the school, I used to sit on the premises and be alone. Love to be alone, watch the nature, and do a lot of thinking. And at the age of 8, I had started thinking a lot where I should have been playing and doing things, creative things, and doing mischiefs or something. But I started thinking at that age. And these two experiences in my life pushed me to become an introvert. And then life continued, and as the requirement and needs grew, I had to open up here and there. And I worked on different skills, and and after becoming an engineer, I worked on different technologies, and then I joined software industry as a Java developer. There I spent many years, and as you said in my introduction, in 2012, I started looking to do something else because something I thought that I need to do. So I started working on the e-commerce platform to build my business. And because of the my nature, introvert nature, I wasn't communicating very much with my team, and that is one of the weak point that led my business to fail. Communication is one of the biggest aspect of which introvert normally don't open up, then they don't communicate much, and they fail the things. So and after that, because after failing, I had a setback, and I moved further in life that maybe this is not my cup of tea. And then I started went into the same zone in my job and continued till 2019. And in 2019, somewhere I started thought coming in my mind that maybe I need have to something to do, and I need someone to help me out, because I had some realization that I maybe not be able to do it myself everything. So I need someone to help me guide me through this situation, and live a more successful and fulfilled life where I can help and even help myself in the process. And in 2020, July, I can remember that I met my mentor who helped me in the 6 months transformation journey to become who I am today, the speaker that's speaking in front of you. Otherwise, if I, first of all, you might not have called me the same person 6 months back, who I was in 2020, because I wasn't working at all, not coming to social media or anything, posting anywhere. But because of my mentor, we proudly call him Gurudev, and he's 𝗫𝗫𝗃𝗃, who has transformed my life for good. So I show my gratitude to him to transform my life, and he's also transforming millions of lives. And I'm part of his mission also now. So that after 2020, I started working on different skills: my communication, my personality, my image, my self-image. I started loving myself more into that. And that's and the last 1 year, literally transformation of my life. of an introvert to a bit extrovert. I still have long way to go in this journey, but I'm thankful for my mentor Dev, who has made me the person who I am now. So this is my journey toward a bit
Amazing,
extrovert.
amazing story. Amazing story, and yeah, inspiring for a lot of many, because yeah, first of all,
Yes, Santosh.
a lot of people will not come up accepting the point that they are not fulfilled. They are not able to. There's something missing. A lot of people will not accept that point, but yeah, if you are accepting that point, and that too in the public domain like this, that means the real transformation started at that point only. I believe in it. And yeah, thank you for sharing your story. Now, let us come to one more question regarding introversion. So, obviously, you told about how you are being into introversion, your environment mattered to you. But any incident which you remember, which actually even more made you understand that why I am like this, why my character is like this?
Why my character? Okay, so the first incident was the when I started the business and I failed. I realized my problem that this is my introversion and the communication that I'm not communicating properly, shying away from communicating important things. That has led me to fail. The second thing that important, there are many incidents, but incident came is that in 2020 initial years, I had a call with my boss, and in that call, my boss thrashed me so badly, and I could not express myself there. I felt that pain of being not able to speak for myself, and that led to lot of internal conflicts in myself, and slowly starting to get into the depression mode. After initially it was a small that was coming on me, but slowly it was getting extreme, and depression had started creeping in. And this was the lowest point where I understood that uh, what who I am, I'm not able to speak for myself.
Hmm.
And yeah, these two incidents has been where I realized about my character more. Otherwise, here and there, most of the time I was able to go through because uh, you somehow being content most of the time, because you want to be all alone. So in being all alone, you tend to be content with whatever comes to you.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Amazing. So now again, here when you are going down and when you are understanding that I'm not able to do, maybe in the entrepreneurship journey or probably in the IT journey which you are being into. Today we are talking about stress management. So at that moment, obviously being an introvert, you are not exactly having lot many people to share about, lot many friends you will not be having and all. So how you managed being an introvert, handling that stress? Maybe it can be IT or it can be the way when you are being into entrepreneurship.
Yeah. You know, being an introvert is a good thing, and a bit of negative thing also sometimes.
Yeah,
But because you don't have a lot of social circle,
right.
and same case was with me. I didn't had a big social circle, couple of friends here and there, and you can share something, but you still are not very expressive. So you need to figure out different ways to manage the stress that comes within, and the things that you're not able to share within you. So you have to figure out to release that stress energy. I had my own ways of doing. There are different ways of doing things, but I had a set of things that I used normally to do. So one of the things that was that I love gardening, and gardening is one of the thing that connects me to nature, because for the job you have to be surrounded in the urban jungle that you live in. But in order to get to nature, because nature is the biggest place and the inspiration to release your stress. If you go to nature, you can release your stress straight away. So that was one of the source for me to release the stress. So every morning I used to spend half an hour in the gardening, socializing with nature. And as it goes, nature is the biggest teacher, and it also is the biggest inspiration and release. You can do rejuvenate yourself, re-energize yourself. So this is one of the way. And the other way I used to do for stress management is that I had a playlist of my songs that used to motivate me and re-energize me. There are different types of songs. Some were energetic songs, and some of them were calm and serene kind of songs that kept my level of anxiety a bit low. So it used to calm me down whenever I used to stress out. I used to listen, put on my music list, and stress myself down. And the third thing is that whenever I used to get time, or in fact, I should say, I used to get my time from my work life and go out for vacations in the nature. So most of the vacation I used to either be in hill stations or seaside, and around nature I used to be there so that I could rejuvenate myself. And apart from this, the big thing is that I'm a married and I have two beautiful kids. So these give me a lot of energy. So I play with them a lot, and I try to be with them what they are, and I forget that I'm a adult, become a kid. That is one of the way that I use to channelize my stress and release the energy. And there is one more important thing that these 4 5 things, and there is a comedy shows. You know, I would also appreciate Kapil Sharma for this, and all lot of people who are in this zone of comedy. They really are doing wonderful things. Go there, see them, and then the way they make you feel, the stress goes away straight away. These were the 5 I used to do. But the stress you keep coming in somehow or the other. Even after doing all these things, somehow I managed, but it was not like I was able to manage instantly. But in 2020, when I joined my mentorship with Gurudev, so he gave us a magical formula called Giver, where I learned about gratitude and I learned about forgiveness. These two are the important factors that when I started practicing, the stress used to be like this. Every morning when I practice, the full day stress, there is no stress because I bring gratitude to the world, to all the people. I forgive whoever has hurt me. So the baggage of that you have, past baggage that someone has hurt you and you are keeping in your mind that baggage, so that goes away when you forgiving them. Because really helping you, never helping anyone else, keeping baggage in yourself. So these magical formula of givers helped me. I will say it was a miracle tool to help me and manage my stress in a daily basis without anything. And it also gives you an infinite amount of energy, because now you don't have a baggage. The energy starts coming from within. The energy that used to spend in that thought process now is coming from the positive energy. You are
Hmm.
channelizing that energy of your that you have
Right.
internally. And the second important thing that I got is that I changed my context. And how did I do? Also the part of the mentorship program that I got to know about a person should have a mission and vision in your life.
Right.
Because when you have a bigger vision and mission, your thought process and energy always goes there. And that
Right.
changes your context of thinking big instead of thinking small. Most of the time, what we think is a small thinking, and this is why we get to have tend to move ourselves into stress zone. But if you have a bigger thinking, you know that these are small things, and you don't go, that you don't have that stress at all. I mean, stress is still there, but the stress that now you can manage it very effectively
Right.
when you have that mission. Five initial I used to have, but these two bigger techniques now that I have incorporated in my life, which has made me the person and has made me to manage all my stress in whatever way it comes. And I would give you one more thing that earlier, sorry, earlier I used to work 9-10 hours. I used to get exhausted. But now I work for more than 14, 15, and 16 hours. I still have a lot of energy to share, even at the end of the day. The reason of the context and the position that I have, that is why I say that these are miracle things that has happened in my life.
Right.
And that has changed me from introversion to extroversion path. Yeah.
Hmm. You're still not changed, but yeah, introversion is there, but sometimes we call it as
Yes, in this.
some. I mean, it is just a situational extrovert. That's it.
Yes,
Okay.
it is situational extrovert, but I have opened up much more now. Yeah,
No.
situational. See, introverts are situational extroverts uh, because situation demands a lot of things for you. But now I'm more than a situational extrovert. I speak a lot many than I used to speak. I communicate more. That is what has changed a lot in me.
Hmm. Okay, amazing.
Yes.
So, one more follow-up question is about the stress. So, once obviously, whenever we get stress, it may be the reason of one small thing happened in your life at that instance. So then we will remember lot many things in the past, what happened and all. This may lead to depression. Then it may lead to give away their life. So, what exactly you want to convey to the people when they are going into a phase of depression? From there, obviously, we cannot stop. So, yeah, whenever someone went into a phase of depression, what suggestion you want to give to them, how they can manage at that moment?
Yeah, it's a very good question. Because even I experienced this in my life
Right.
that I shared with the incident that happened in my job with my boss that led to
Mm.
depression. And it is very rampant, I say, in the whole world because of different circumstances. Even students go into depression because they don't have. So I say that context is very important to understand.
Mm.
The life is not that small that you think. It is not related to your job. It is not related to your marks in your school, or when your girlfriends leave you or boyfriend leaves you. This is not life all about. Life is much more than this. You have to change your context. Life is not limited to these small things. These are part of the life, but life is much more than this. That's why I say mission and vision is important in your life. But
Right.
how to manage this? So what I did is I at initially what I did tried to do is to get away from that environment. You have
Right.
to change the environment that you are in. You have to get into a positive environment so that you get positivity, and the energy, positive energy that the vibration around you will change, and you will start vibrating in a positive energy mode.
Right.
And the environment you have definitely changed. And then the first thing that I said is context. You have to change. You have to, what do you want to do in your life? What is your bigger purpose of your life? What is the bigger dream of your life? Because setbacks will happen in your life. That is the building stones or building stones for the dream that you want to achieve. So whenever setbacks happens in your life, take it as a learning for yourself. When you
Right.
start thinking this, you will the things of stress will start going away. The one more important thing is start showing gratitude of whatever you have in your life. Whatever you have, it is see, if you see lot of people that will be more far than you, have lot of things than you. If you are talking about materialistic thing, there will be people who would be not be having lot of things with you, and you are far better than them. There will always be this situation throughout your life.
Right.
So you only have to think what is your dream that gives you fulfillment, and that gives makes you happy, and you start doing that things. That will
Right.
uh, take you out of your depression phase. The second
Amazing.
thing that I would say is that if you are able to realize, figure out someone who can help you, either some friend that can help you, or some psychologist also can help you in these situations. But it is important that you become aware and get out of the situation.
Right. Right.
Yeah. And one more thing, if you all are listening, whoever is listening, and you see someone getting into always being alone, trying to hide himself from talking, trying to be in not opening up in a normal day-to-day activities, these are signs of getting into depression. And if you see someone around you, these are red flags. You know that you have to help that person. You have to become proactive if you see someone getting into this zone, and he or she might need your help. And this timely help, you can save life. So I would request all of you, whoever is listening, if you see these signs in any of the person, do help him. He needs help. Talk to him, show some compassion. And just by showing compassion and talking to him can elevate his life and change his thought process. So it's very important that you all help him. Yes, Santosh, thank you for asking this question.
Thank you so much actually for sharing this. And yes, even I want to. I even tell this to anyone. If I see someone who is low or actually alone and all, I try to talk to him or her. Basically, maybe they are not ready to share, but yeah, that one or two statements about life, or maybe they get inspired by seeing us whenever someone is talking to them. So that last statement which you have given is so profound, and it's very important in this world of right now. We are into a phase of lockdown. um, Probably everyone are in your home and all. If you see someone in your home as well, why they are not, I mean, if they're not talking, they are actually having their alone time more and all, try to talk to them with love or compassion. Try to understand them, go into their shoes and try to understand some things, so that we can save lot many lives. Because depression is right now is becoming even more higher because of this lockdown, not able to going out and all. But yeah, anyhow, we are opening up slowly, but still this is very important in everyone's life. And it actually gives, it will not, it is not important for you, but it is important for them. So yeah, so that 5 minutes of talk can actually change their life, and you can save their life as well,
Yeah.
right? So yeah, thank you so much, Sushantji, for actually sharing your story and talking about all this. Well, I mean, you have told everything with no filter and all. Thank you for sharing that. And yeah, let us go into the next round, that is about rapid fire. So, rapid fire
Okay.
is about some questions. The first question in rapid fire,
Yeah.
before going into that, I mean,
I'm all
I'm
set.
sorry. Yeah, before going into that, people who are watching me live or recorded, if you want to follow Sushantji, I think the link is already there in the description. If you are the one who is also want to have reboot your complete your software, no, software is here, right? So your software, you can approach him and all the social media. He go live and talk about life and how you can actually transform your life and all. Definitely you will also get some value from him. You can follow him on all the social medias. The link is there in the description. So with that, yes, we'll go to the second round, that is about rapid fire. The first question in rapid fire is: are you a night owl or an early bird?
an early bird.
Okay, early bird. So okay, fine. So you do things in the morning, early morning. At what time you get up normally?
Yeah. I get up by 5:30 or 6 a.m.
Okay,
Fluctuates sometime, but normally I get up by 6 a.m.
okay, okay. So the next question is, I mean, probably being an introvert, we have very less friends. So now, at that school time or college time, you have someone who bullied you or teased you or criticized you for being like that. At that moment, right now, they called or pinged you telling Sushant you're doing great in your life. Yes or no? Anyone as such?
Till now, yes, few people did in engineering college who used
Hmm.
to do this. And now, after seeing my posts and the shows that I'm doing, they have pinged me for this, that you're doing amazing.
Wow. Wow. So, okay, fine. So, the next question is about, I mean, you already answered this question. Again, I'm repeating this probably. So, what is your stress buster when you are, I'm not about books and all, what actually makes you feel motivated or push you to the
Mhm.
next level apart from books and all? Any entertainment which you want to share?
Yeah, entertainment isn't the something that pushes me, but as I
Hmm.
shared after 2020 when I met my mentor, the mission and vision that we were able to come up to
Hmm.
ahead and ahead in life, to go into the next level, improve who I can
Okay.
become. They say that you have to have mission and vision of your life, that so that you can have a bigger picture of your life, and you don't have stress, because there are much bigger thing to do. Stress is a very small thing that in that perspective.
Right. Right. Okay. So, what is your favorite book or a book which actually transformed your life?
Uh, there are, but the one book that really transformed me is 80% Mindset and 20% Skills. Uh, it is written by my mentor 𝗍𝗫𝗃𝗃. That's the best book that I would say that has affected me a lot to try make me who I am and give me the thought process that I have now.
Okay. Okay. So yeah, the last suggestion which you want to tell to people right now, whoever are watching it live or recorded, one statement at
Okay.
least, one statement.
So, yeah. Okay. So, as an introvert, you have a deep desire to become successful and extrovert. This is deep ingrained in all ourselves that everyone loves me and I'm the star of the show everywhere.
Hmm.
This is a deep desire. And what I want to say is if you want to grow, you definitely, and you want to go into the success path and you want to become star of every show, you have to push yourself to speak, become an extrovert, or don't become an extrovert, not in the sense that you start speaking everywhere, but extrovert in the communication and more expressing your thoughts everywhere. Don't to hide. And there is one word that I want to remember always is this I call magic word is this is a 3-letter word and it is called ask. You have to ask,
Right.
which we don't, which we do.
Hmm.
So I want you all, whoever is looking into it watching the recorded video or is live, that you have to ask people for what you need, you want. Don't keep it to yourself. Ask for everything. You never know what you are going to get back. Something you ask and you can change your life for good. So this is the last statement that I want to tell my and ask yourself and push yourself every day to the next level.
Amazing. So thank you so much for sharing that statement about desire. Yes, a lot of people even ask me this question. Santosh, in one day, can I become an extrovert? Because I want to be successful. All the people, I want to have that extrovert skills and all. So a lot of people even ask me the statement that I want to. You are an extrovert as well. So I tell them I am not an extrovert. I am still an introvert. But yeah, it is about the situation. For example, if I want to talk, obviously I have to speak. Being I mean, if I'm running a business or something, I have to speak to my team. So at that moment, obviously situations make me an extrovert or a person who made me to talk. But yeah, whenever after that I will be completely alone. I will take my time. Even no one comes to my room as well, because they know that I will not allow them. I will have my own alone time a lot, and I introspect a lot. So apart from being in live or be talking to people, I was also a person who always love to have that zone of myself. So I mean, obviously there are a lot of people having the desire. So don't think that extroversion is not the solution for you. It is about you working on some skills. That's it. If you work on that skills like communication, expressing yourself, as already Sushantji talked about, asking, expressing what you want is very important. If you are actually storing it in yourself, you will not get what you want. So obviously, thank you so much. That statement actually is very relatable to me and my students as well. A lot of people who ask me this question. So don't try to don't actually have this thought that I want to become an extrovert. It's not like introversion or extroversion. It's your character makes you successful. That's it. So yeah,
Yes, yes.
thank you so much, Sushantji, for sharing
I
that.
want to
And
add one
yes,
more thing.
Yes, Sushant, go ahead,
Uh,
please.
yeah, thank you. One more thing that okay. So I want to add that, see, if you are an introvert, I will tell you your biggest strength is being an introvert. And why I'm saying this is that we as an introvert are always being with ourselves. We can be happy alone also. And the thought
Right.
process, um, that the thinking time that we can have for ourselves is the biggest strength that makes introvert very special in all parts of the life. So yes, as Santosh shared, you have to realize this, that something is, if you, something is missing, you work on that, you work on communication, because this is one of the biggest roadblocks that we all have. Work on your communication, speak whenever you get a chance, or you speak your heart out.
Right.
So these two things are important, that this is introvert is your strength also, but in order to be successful and have a fulfilled life, you have to speak.
Right.
Yeah, something
Right.
that is what I wanted to add.
Thank you so much, Sushant ji, for that edition as well. And yes, thank you so much once again for actually coming over here and sharing your story. I'm so grateful after listening to you. As I told you, I was not the one who is hosting. I was also a spectator. I was also an audience who was listening to you. It's a great honor for me to host you over here. Thank you so much and a lot of gratitude.
Yeah,
Okay.
thank you, Santosh, for inviting me to your show. It was pleasure to be here sharing your story, and I would request all the viewers and everyone to keep coming to this show, because Santosh brings guests, real life stories, and they inspire in the every show that he does, because you never know which story is going to inspire you, is related to you, which a sentence can change your life. So I
Right.
would ask all of your viewers to be in the show, present in the show, and keep liking it. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much. So, whoever have been watching it live or recorded, you can follow me on YouTube, LinkedIn, Facebook, all the social media platforms. The links are already there in the description. And if you want to know about introversion and all, you can subscribe to my channel, and where I will be giving tips regarding introversion, about life as well, being and the self love. And yes, I'm writing a book already. It is been the cover design is launched. That is about the rise of proud introvert, where I'm going to share how being a person to become a proud introvert and actually do better in your career. So that's what the intent behind the book. I'm going to launch it. The book is will be launched maybe in November. So that's what the plan is. But yeah, because of the technical reasons, COVID issues and all, we are actually having some issues. But yeah, still we are planning to launch it on November 9. But yeah, we will be updating you regarding the date. Thank you so much for people who are watching us live or recorded, pinging me personally, talking about the show, why you are not coming up and all. Thank you so much for your love and support, and without which I was not there. Your love is pushing me every single day. Thank you so much once again to Sushant ji, and we'll meet you in the next episode of Stories of Hope Introvert Special. Till then, have a nice week and take care. Stay home and stay safe. Jai Hind.